Hey everyone, and welcome back to the vlog. So unfortunately, I have bad news. I lost the clip where I chose the name of the book that I'm reading out of my Cauldron, which is kind of like the main part of this book, but I did vlog the whole thing, so I'm not gonna trash the rest of the footage. I'm just gonna add this intro, and you either trust me or you don't that I chose the name randomly from this Cauldron, because I'm still like, I'm more upset about the SIM card being lost than the footage, because the SIM card was really expensive, but still, like the point of the video is for you to see me like drawing the name out. We're not gonna have that. So the book I chose was Fat Chance Charlie Vega, and this one I wanted to read for a while, but it is YA. So because I don't like YA, I feel like I was not like, I never had like the motivation to pick it up. I always had like other books that I wanted to read more. So I am so glad that I picked this book. I will obviously go into it in this video, so you guys will see like what I thought and everything. I was a little bit nervous when this book came out because I feel like I am very opinionated, and this book touches a lot on weight, and I know she's Hispanic obviously because of her last name, so I knew that it was gonna touch on the Hispanic culture of always being obsessed with people's weights and your family members calling you out on the way you look and all that, and I feel like I deal with that every single freaking time. If that doesn't show how obsessed Hispanic culture is with weight, then I mean, it affects me, and I'm like average size. I mean, I'm actually like tinier than average size, you know what I mean? So it just goes to show how obsessed they are. They're like, whenever I go home, I'm like, am I gonna be too skinny? Am I gonna be too fat? Like, it's always like in the back of my head, and it's always a thought that I always have whenever I'm gonna see my family members in person after a few years. So I felt like I was gonna like take it very personal and be like, and go off on the vlog, but I actually did not. So yeah, that's like what the clip was about. It was basically me talking about how I really hope that I don't get too upset to like where my family members watch my video and they're like, are you calling us out? I mean, if I am, I am, you know what I mean? But I'm glad that I didn't have to go into that, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, let's get right into the vlog. Okay, so today's Friday. I am just starting it because I was waiting to finish black cake, and I just finished it this morning, so I decided to start the vlog for this book, since I am also going to be doing the Chain of Iron vlog right after this, so I'm trying to finish this as soon as possible. I just wanted to say that I am on page 4, and I thought she was Mexican, but she just said that she pulled up to her house, which is a single-story white ranch, with her dad's beloved Puerto Rican flag. She's Puerto Rican, you guys. She's Puerto Rican. Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot believe that she's Puerto Rican. I really thought I was going to be, relating to some of it, but I think I'm going to be able to relate to a little bit more than I expected. So, yeah. Also, how cute are these details like on the chapters? Oh, so cute, those stars, I love them. Yesterday I got an email saying that I got Taylor Swift tickets, which I was not expecting. I really had already made up my mind that I was not gonna see her. I was gonna have to wait, and that's okay. But Ticketmaster sent me an email 3 weeks ago, I think. Basically, I had to give him like my PayPal, and then give him like the section that I wanted, and then how much I'm willing to pay for a seat. And I put like $400, no, $500. I think it was $500. And I wanted either the hundreds or like the bottom floor or the floor, like the floor. And you guys, I got a ticket. I'm going alone, so maybe that's why I got it, and that's why I got lucky. But like, look at the seat that I got. Exactly. I literally almost fainted when I saw that. I was like, there's no way. Like, the fact that I even got a ticket was already surprising, but like the fact that I got one in row 1 in the center section on the floor. I have not been this lucky since 2nd grade when I won the Easter basket at the school raffle. Like, I literally have never been lucky. Ever. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading this and I'll keep you updated.
It was years ago, but how can I forget? We were 16 up all night. Love and heartbreak was our life. We got drunk and smoked your dad's cigarettes. Dreamt of a life in a big town. Skyscrapers and neon lights. Ooh, I still think of you. Ooh, was years ago, but I still see your face. Freckles on your cheeks, how you talked in your sleep. We had plans and I was your biggest dream, yeah. Then I didn't call for weeks, thought the love wasn't for me, no. I still think of you. Still dream of you.
We were here last time and didn't have any flowers because it was cold. Now we're trying to find the dino dig. They have like this place where they have sand and look at these kids. Anyways, we're gonna go find the dino dig now. Look at this tree, how pretty it is. I already put it in the video, but like I'm obsessed.
But if you hold me close, I won't let go again. We have time to grow. This wasn't a mistake, and we can grow old if you love me again, my friend. This time is different, so please do not let me go. Please do not let me go. I still think of you. But if you hold me close, I won't let go again. We have time to grow. This wasn't a mistake, and we can grow old if you love me again.
All right, so we're done with the zoo. We're getting kicked out. Not kicked out, but we're like literally like one of the few people left in here, and we didn't even go to like half of it. We just did the rides because we have a membership and we have done everything. Like we have seen every single animal now. They didn't even have an elephant here. So anyways, we're gonna head home now, so I'll see you over there. I was able to read a little bit while they were playing at the dino dig, but not enough because you know how it is, like when you're trying to like pay attention to your kids and make sure that they don't like do anything crazy, it's kind of hard to concentrate. So yeah.
This time is different, so
Okay, I'm hiding in the bathroom, but oh my gosh, like I am at, okay, how do I explain this? So she just came back from that little market event thing that she went with Ryan, and she's back in school and he was waiting for her in the locker. I literally was like screaming. I'm so freaking happy for her. Like I was so happy for her. Like I literally was like jumping and screaming. Like what? Good for you, Charlie. Good for you. All right, guys. So I got done with Fat Chance Charlie Vega. I actually really liked it. It was very YA, obviously. So I feel like my teenage self would have given this a 5 stars, but as a 30-year-old, I feel like, you know, it was like a 4 stars for me. It was such a good story. Like I love how she was like her mom used to be fat like her, and then she ended up selling some shakes and she lost weight, and now like she's like a different person. And then she was like, basically she was like pretending to not know that they were like a pyramid scheme, but she knows that they're a pyramid scheme. And it's like, yes. Obviously they did not say that it was Herbalife, but we know it was Herbalife because that is the one that all Hispanic people are into. Also, I love how Brian is Korean, which I feel like when I got into like K-pop and all that, and I started learning more about Korean culture, that was one of the few things that I was like, huh, because I had no idea that they cared so much about weight, like to the point that like K-pop artists actually faint. Performing because of how strict their diets are, and like they always are talking about like the way they look. The K-pop industry as a whole is known for being basically like eating disorder like inducing because of how strict their diets are. So the fact that Brian was Korean was like a great way of having both Hispanic people and Korean people relate to both characters, you know what I mean? I feel like that was a good thing to bring up, like a Korean main character, and like the fact that like my Hispanic girlie is dating a Korean man. Yes, like we love to see it. We love to see it. I feel like the whole situation with Cal was like, I knew it was gonna happen, but at the same time when it happened, I was like sobbing. I was literally sobbing, especially like reading about exactly how she felt. It's like I've been there, and I feel like that's something that every girl, regardless of their weight, has dealt with. And the fact that like when you're a teenager you feel like a moment like that is like the end of the world, I feel like it felt like the end of the world for me when I read about it, you know what I mean? So I feel like she did great putting that into paper and making the reader kind of like feel what teenagers feel whenever they go through that, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like she did so good when it comes to that. Also, her mom sucks, but I do feel like when I think about her mom and I compare her to like my family, I can see how like they do believe that they're doing what's best for you. Like they do truly believe that they're doing this for you and like for your benefit. It's really hard for older Hispanic people to see things from a different perspective, or to like not be so obsessed with weight when that's all they've ever heard about, you know what I mean? Like older Hispanic people are just like, whatever, like you're never gonna change, you know what I mean? Just like I said in the intro, like it's gotten to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna ignore it. Like obviously if somebody says something about my weight, I'm not gonna stay quiet, but I'm not gonna like get into an argument or something. I'm just gonna be like whatever and like say something, but like a one-time thing, not like a whole argument, you know what I mean? It's hard to not get frustrated when like you know people like that and you have been in that situation before, you know what I mean? So her mom was a little annoying, and I do feel like the few moments where we can see like her mom's good side, I feel like those were great. Like I can definitely relate to both having someone that is doing things that are low-key insulting, but then at the same time, you know, they kind of have a good heart regardless. It's just that they're just misguided, I guess. So yeah, anyways, I feel like her mom is like that. Like her mom was very much the same as like my family members. I feel like the book didn't hit as many spots as I thought it was. Like I thought I was gonna be pissed reading this. I feel like it didn't really touch too much on how the whole weight thing is like a cultural thing. It touched more on the experience as someone who is considered fat and how they deal with, especially in high school. Like high school is already so hard for a lot of people. As a big girl, I feel like that is obviously a reason to be harder because people are just freaking rude and mean. So yeah, anyways, I loved it. It was super easy to get into her shoes, and even though I'm already like almost 30, I feel like I can still relate and I can still pretend that I'm a teenager and that like I feel the same way, you know what I mean? Like even, I don't want to spoil it, it's just so hard to like talk about this without spoiling it, but like even when whatever she wants the most finally happens, like I was dying of excitement for her. I really thought it was like happening to me as well. Like it was just really good. I give it 4.5 because it was like a 4, but then if I was a teenager and I read this, it would have been a 5, and I feel like my daughter should read this. Like I'm gonna keep this book just so my daughter can read it. So yeah, watch me like declutter it like next year or something. But I don't know, I really liked it, and I think I'm gonna keep it, especially because she's Hispanic, and I would love to do like videos about more main characters of color or like Hispanic characters, especially like me being Hispanic. I feel like I should read more about my people and the experiences that we go through in life, which makes us different. And yeah.